Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Indie Comics review. I am, as always, your host, Lorenzo. This week, I'm going to review Solid Blood by Robert Kirkman and Ryan Otley. Last week was kind of a slow comics week. Not a lot of big titles were released, not a lot of stuff happening. But Solid Blood was clearly the breakout winner from last week's haul. And the interesting thing about it, as a lot of you know, Robert Kirkman claims to have no memory of the event when it comes to writing Solid Blood. And he claims to be surprised to see these issues just show up like out of the blue. Ryan Otley is apparently exclusively Marvel right now. So this is not something that he says that could have just been thrown together or something he doesn't remember working on. And I know this guy is really busy. He's one of the busiest writers, creators in the industry. He's in multimedia creator, but I find it very hard to believe that he doesn't remember this. But anyway, let's get started. Solid Blood starts off at issue 17. So it's like we're just jumping into the fray of all this stuff that's going on, and we have no idea what's happening. It starts with this little girl named Shauna and a guy named Kevin, I think his name is, who has like mechanical legs, and they're sitting in a room, and she's talking about her power to predict when people will die. And all of a sudden, some stuff happens, and we go back and forth between those two and other characters who are either in space. There's a character named Collider and one called Ravager. They're going through some issues in space. And there's another character called Necromancer, I think his name is. And he's just wreaking havoc all over the place and fighting another hero, apparently. So we really don't know what's happening, but the thing is, this book is so filled with action and so filled with great artwork. I mean, I've forgotten how great an artist Brian Otley is. This guy is awesome. I'm not sure what book he's doing at Marvel right now, but whatever he's doing, I might check it out. So things happen in this book. It's not much of a plot, to tell you the truth, because I can't really tell you what the plot is, because we jump in mid-story. So there's not much to say as far as the plot goes. But this is non-stop violence, and like I said, Ryan Otley's art is just the star of the show. So yeah, I mean, back to the whole I don't remember writing this story thing that Kurt was coming up with. I think he's kind of trolling us with this. There's some people who were saying that this may be a tie-in with crossover somehow, because at some point there's a letter page. There's a letter page in this book he doesn't remember writing. In the letter page, he mentions some occurrences that happen, like to past characters, like that we don't see in the book. He talks about at the end, it's like an alternate reality. There's some editor or he himself, or Kirkman, writes that, oh, remember when Fidel Castro was assassinated back in 1988 or whatever? But in this alternate universe that we live in, he became the prime minister or the president of Cuba. We know that could never happen because he was assassinated. So either I'm thinking he's just he's trolling us, and then this was happening all along, or this is just a clever, which is some people who are cynical and imagine cynical folks in the comic industry, cynical comic fans. They're saying that this is very well calculated, and they know exactly what they're doing. This is like a project that Image has planned all along. And the thing is too, my only problem is with this. It's like a $3.99 book, and it's on newsprint, which gives it that cool retro look that the old heads like myself really have that nostalgia for the newsprint comic. And there's not a lot of people using or printing on newsprint right now. So you figure the cost was less, and they still charge $3.99 for it. I mean, Spawn is $2.99 every month, and that's on premium paper. So they could have knocked a buck off of this if they found this laying around somewhere, and they're just going to bring it out now for shits and giggles. Also, the artwork, and I guess they showed a preview for the next issue at the end of this issue, and there's cover art for the next issue as well. So I'm having a hard time buying the fact that this is just something that I made, and you know, I'm such a busy guy. I guess like Stephen King, he just cranks out stuff just every week, which I wouldn't doubt. You know, he's got firepower and a bunch of other stuff going on. But my cynicism is kind of on alert too, as far as he doesn't remember where this comes from. But that being said, I would definitely check out the next issue of Firepower, the next issue of Solid Blood, just because of the awesome artwork. I would, unless it just is total garbage as far as the story goes, and it's not. I mean, that's a couple of books I reviewed a few weeks ago that are kind of would fit that category, but this is not at all. Even though I don't understand what's going on, I am interested in the story, and I would definitely check out another issue or two of this book by these two creators, because these are two creators who are at the top of their craft, and I think you couldn't go wrong if you picked up a copy of Solid Blood if you can find it. Right now it's going for like maybe $20 online, I think. Some places probably you would pay that much on eBay with shipping and everything. You probably stick around. You know, these things peak and they come back down, so if you wait around, you probably be able to get it for a little bit less. And there's some stores that probably still have it for sale, so you can probably pick it up and check it out. And if you can, I definitely advise you picking this book up. It is worth your interest if you want to check out something. If you're especially a Kirkman fan, or if you're just a fan of good comics, check out this Solid Blood. So once again, that's it for this Indie Comics review. Just one this week again. This stuff is going on along with my buddy Yo-Yo is in the background there, like going on. Yo-Yo's feeling better this week, thank God. But last night we had like a power outage, and that put me back into the day. We were out of power for like the whole night. So I normally put this video out on Tuesday, so it's a day late for that. And this is Christmas week and all that going on, so there's a lot of stuff going on. But normally I would have 2 reviews a week, so I'm gonna try to get back to that schedule ASAP. But this week is just gonna be one, and there's gonna be one comics haul video on Thursday, which is Christmas Eve. So slap the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications button if you'd like to know when I'll be making another video. So that being said, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.